nice to meet you all. There's what, like 8,000 of you guys watching now? Welcome. I'm glad you're here for the ride. I still have the board and everything. I feel like that's not clear in the video. The board that he spray painted is actually mine. I would be riding it right now, but of course, as soon as I get back, the belt rips, and because of Christmas, it's not shipping till the end of the year pretty much, so I'm forced to take me on the train. I'm not sure where all my content is going to be going toward. I obviously want to make cool little vlog bit type things, maybe some cinematic videos, gear reviews, tech, and whatever else piques my interest. I don't know. Tell me what you guys want to see more of, but I love making things look pretty. Perfect. So the A cam is secured, and then we need to move on to get the B cam and then the last little bit. But in terms of this shooting, I've never shot with so many cameras with just myself before, so it might be pretty interesting to see how I'm going to set these all up to make sure they record continuously the whole time, while I'm also recording with probably this camera and the special one. As I say, the boosted board's belt is ripped, so I have no way of getting around, and I do not want to get on another train. So I think I found another solution. I won't deny that was really fun, but now we're running really late, so I hope we can get all the gear before the shoot. B cam now acquired. On to the last bit. This last one is special. It's gonna be fun to test out. We were supposed to meet at 2 o'clock. It's currently 2 o'clock exactly. So a little late, but that's no problem. Hopefully we'll make it in time. I'm very sorry to the person that we're borrowing this off of. We got it, it's a 360X. I'm just at a cafe right now, chilling, waiting for my friend Arthur. He's coming to the set, so that should be fun. I don't know where he's at though. He said he was going to be here like 10 minutes ago, so. Okay, Arthur. Yeah. Do you know what this is?
No clue, man.
Okay. Have you seen those like clips on Instagram where people have like that's a
yeah.
It's a 360 camera.
I like the 360 though.
Because don't break it though, because it's I'm renting that from a dude that I just met. So just keep it safe, please. But yeah, let's swap over to this now to see what it looks like. This one. I think I'm gonna grab this one. Oh, God damn, I love this album. Good stuff. We are at a restaurant now. Arthur's getting a bite to eat because I ate at the cafe and he didn't. The Insta 360 is fun. I hope you guys like those shots. I don't know what they look like. I just downloaded the app and it's updating its firmware, so we'll be able to see what that looks like in a second. But yeah, so far, I don't know. I kind of like shooting with it. I don't know if it's any good, but like it feels nice just like holding something. And I'm like trying to frame it all cinematically, but I don't have to do that. So it's, yeah, that's kind of fun.
Hello.
Gentlemen, how do we feel about the event tonight?
Good.
Very excited.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Forward to it.
Excited.
Woo. Should be back.
I love this sheer amount of sarcasm. Tell the people about the art.
Oh,
Tell the people
okay.
about the art.
This is my painting. It's inspired by Calvino, Italian folktales, and took me a month to make it. This is my
This is
piece.
it. This is it.
Yeah,
How do you feel?
I feel really good. Yeah.
Okay, so that was my friend Eliza's little art exhibition. I'm so proud of you. I love it when my friends crush and make creative stuff. The event is next in line. We are heading over there now, and I'm really excited to see how the Insta360 performs in low light. I know we shot some stuff around sunset, but there was still a little bit of daylight. This is going to be true low light test, so I'm excited to see how this turns out.
I mean, I lost my voice, but I mean that the show went super well. Actually, I lost my voice just so people could speak for me.
There we go. There we go. Guys, I'll put his Instagram probably somewhere. You'll see it up on the screen somewhere.
Yeah.
Hi, post-production Damola here, giving you the review portion of this video. Yeah, the Insta360. I don't have it anymore, obviously. I've given it back, but I hope you guys like that footage. I thought it looked alright, but my thoughts about this camera are broken into two main parts: the shooting experience and the editing. Now, the shooting experience I'll give you is a very, very fun, very different kind of shooting than I've experienced before. Because it's so light, so small, you can get the camera in so many different weird little nooks and crannies. Like, you can see in like some of the videos, like I put it through like some gaps and some fences and like through some trees and things, and getting it really nice and low to the ground where you can get like that big like giant human kind of look is quite fun. I love that. But coming from a first-time user, I'm sorry, Laurenzo. I told Laurenzo that I've used a 360 camera before. I hadn't. This was my first time. So when I picked it up and I just turned it on and just started gunning, I don't know, maybe I did the settings wrong, or to be honest, I've done more research into it now and I can see that there are places where I probably could have tuned it a little bit better to get a better result, but those are within the settings. Look at some of this footage. If you look, you can see that there's motion blur, because obviously these sensors are fixed and they'll have motion blurs in directions that you move the camera. And I was under the impression that if I just waved the camera around and just moved it around, it would fix that, because it has that like gyroscopic stabilization, because obviously it shoots every angle, but that doesn't account for that motion blur and those wobbles that come in. You see like these weird blurry lines that I think kind of took me out of the whole 360 camera experience. I found that the resolution was a little lackluster. Maybe it's because I'm spoiled and I have these cameras that shoot in like 4K and things and high bit rates and whatnot, but it doesn't have that quality that I'm looking for. Now, I know Insta has another 360 camera called I don't know what it's called. It's the one with the 1-inch sensor. Maybe that one has a high resolution or bit rate that will give me that like quality and like color accuracy and texture that I'm looking for, but this one as it stands, close, doesn't quite hit it for me. Having said that, I have learned quite a lot from the Insta360. I know how now to put the camera in certain places and how to avoid those kind of fast moving shots with the camera itself. Another thing that I actually learned from the autofocus channel, shout out Marquez, is how to angle the main lenses to shoot the main bit of content that you're filming, because obviously the stitch line runs along the border of the camera. If it's directly facing what you want the audience to be looking at majority of the time, there are times where it can become quite obvious. I do find if I was just more purposeful in where I pointed the two main lenses, I could have got a better shot. That second part that I was talking about was the post-production. Now, the post-production of the Insta360 is something that is, firstly, I was very surprised by how good it was. They've really knocked it out the park in terms of what this editing software has. Maybe it's me, there's a couple of knickknacks in sort of connecting the Insta360 software to my Final Cut, but I wish there was a way to have the 360 files within my Final Cut timeline and sort of adjust like where I see the camera in there so I can line it up with music and things like that. Yeah, the actual editing software itself is quite interesting. It's quite amazing actually. It has some tracking software that you can use. You can see the shot where I tracked it to like a lamp, and it does that perfectly, and it does that in real time while you're watching the footage. Props to Insta360 for figuring that out. The other thing that I actually quite like about the editing software is the simplicity that it has to it. It doesn't feel like it's bloated with things that don't necessarily need to be there. Having said that though, there are things that I wish this editing software had to make this experience a little bit more smoother and just much more like the other programs that most editors are used to using. Shortcuts. Insta360, if any of you guys are watching, I think adding shortcuts to the Insta360 program would immensely speed up the workflow of going through all this footage and marking it all up. Also, the tracking button is very similar to the full screen button. I'll put a screenshot of it somewhere. That was very confusing. So yeah, those are my final thoughts on the Insta360. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog and all that. Please subscribe, hit that like, comment. I don't really know how this whole algorithm thing works yet, but those are the things that I hear other people telling you to do, so please go and do all those things. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know when the next video will be out. I'm still at university, so don't hold me to any upload schedule, but I will upload as frequently as I can. Alright, peace.